Hey, what's up everybody? ESAM here bringing you another video. This one going to be a late tournament wrap-up for EVO 2017. So this is a while coming. I was very busy and then I decided to do DreamHack 1 like at the better time just because like, okay, just get it out there so I didn't have like multiple tournament wrap-ups back to back because that would have been annoying. And so I'm finally here talking about it. But first I want to talk about something that's going to be happening at SmashCon, which is the Smashies. It's pretty much an award, kind of like it's an award ceremony, and there are multiple different things you can vote for. One of them is Best Pop-Off, and I would really appreciate if you guys, it'll all be down below, like instructions of how to do this, just to go there, put the YouTube URL with the timestamp, and again, I'll have everything down below. And if you guys could please vote for me versus Allied Civil War as the Best Pop-Off of the year, I would be really appreciative of that, because that'd be really cool to win an award for something that, I don't know, that just seems cool, because Smash doesn't really have that many awards, so that would be awesome, so please do that. But anyway, let's get into the wrap-up. So, EVO 2017 happened mid-July this year. I had a lot of expectations going in. I practiced really hard for it. And so round one of pools was pretty much Friday, right? Like, so I got there Thursday and I kind of just like, you know, met up with some friends, got my badge, blah, blah, blah. Just did a bunch of like basic Vegas stuff. I don't think I gambled that day. So I got some food, met up with Asa. Then I was able to just go to sleep, be like, okay, well, round one is Friday and I recognized absolutely no one in my half of the pool. So I should be good. And so round one of the pool, round one, I ended up playing Flash and that was a 2. I remember I didn't drop a stock the whole time. So round 1 was against Flash, 2-0, double 2 stock. Then round 2 was against Black Ice, 6006, and this was actually someone that I was commentating a match of at STR, Smash the Record this year, and he actually had a seizure during the match, and that was kind of scary during the couples tournament. So I was able to like, we were able to talk and stuff, and so that was really nice. And it was actually really close game 1, or at first, like the first stock he was actually winning, then I killed him and then I got an edge guard, ended up being in 2 stock, and then game 2 I ended up getting a JV3 in the Pika Cloud matchup, so I was actually pretty happy about that. And then round 3 I played against Vile, and again double 2 stock, 2-0, which put me into the next day of tournament. So round 1 of that I actually had to play Exis, the Sonic main from the UK, the best player in the UK. And I remember going into like looking at my pool, I saw all of my predicted brackets and I'm like, okay, well, Exis is going to be really hard, but if I beat him and then I get Tyra and Renai, I can do that. But Exis is really scary, and the last time I felt that going into pools was actually when I had to play Frozen at Big House last year. So I remember thinking like, damn, like if I can just get past Frozen, I should be good. And then I realized that I probably should have been focusing more on, at that time, the Corrin matchup, at this time, the Sonic matchup. He was able to take it 2-1. Granted, game 3 was a little weird. So game 1, he was winning by a lot at the beginning. I brought it back, but he ended up winning anyway. Game 2, I won pretty solid. I think I had like 50 or 60% my last stock. So it wasn't not close, but it wasn't, like, I wasn't really sweating yet. And then game 3, I was actually up like 40 or 50%. You know, he was at around 100. I was around like 50 or 60. He throws me off stage and I realize he's going to try to go for a 2-frame with forward smash because he's losing. He's just going to go for it, right? And this is all last stock. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm just not even going to grab the ledge because I see him start charging forward smash and I go, okay, well, I'm going, so like I'm on the left side of the stage, so for you guys it's over here. So he's charging forward smash and I'm off stage and I'm going to go, okay, well, I'm just going to go up past the ledge and then back down on him to get a punish. And I somehow, instead of doing up and then down forward, I did up down in my quick attack angles. So I ended up SDing the last stock game 3 when I had a 40 or 50% lead against a Sonic, and that was a pretty big deal. Obviously he won the set immediately right there, so that was really unfortunate. I mean, nothing taken away from him. He's a very good player. Obviously the fact that he could get me to last stock scenario game 3, you know, he's a really talented player, so no shots at him. It kind of sucks to lose that way. I haven't lost a set because of an SD in.
Hello darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
That was unfortunate. So I get sent into loser's bracket way earlier than I expected because, you know, I was, I think, the 17th seed or 16th seed of the tournament because me and Renai would have had to play 0, and I assume 0 was 1 seed, and we would have had to play in the round of 16. So one of us was 16, one of us was 17, and he was predicted to win in terms of the projected seeding, so he was obviously the higher seed, so he was going to be 17th seed. So I drop into loser's bracket where I have to play Arfang, one of the up-and-coming players from South Carolina. Him and Peebnut are probably the 2 most up-and-coming. So he's a Mario main. He has a Cloud secondary, and I haven't played him since I left Clemson, so it was really actually interesting to play him. I went Samus game 1. Something weird happened first stock. where I died really early, but then I ended up bringing it back and winning game 1, and then game 2 was way more solid for me. I was able to just keep him out, get some damage. I don't really think he knew what Samus did, so I was able to kind of use that to my advantage because he didn't know what was safe, what wasn't safe. Up he had a shield is really obnoxious in that matchup because Samus Mario. It's one, you know, it's one of the matchups I know the best as Samus, and so I was able to use that to my advantage, right? So I ended up winning that 2-0. Next I had to play Black Twins, obviously from Canada, Cloud main, also Mario main. So I was like, man, okay, so I think about this, because he's Mario Cloud, I'm Pika Samus, right? So I really like the Pika Cloud matchup, and I really don't like the Mario Pika matchup, obviously. And I really like the Samus Mario matchup, and I don't mind the Samus Cloud matchup, so we ended up double blinding. I went Samus game 1, he ended up going Cloud, but again, I think that matchup is even or very slightly in Cloud's favor, but I'm very good at it. And game 1, I definitely showed that I think I 2-stocked him, or it was either that or it like wasn't a close 1-stock, I don't remember which one. But so I ended up winning game 1, he counterpicks, I stay Samus because again, I would rather play Samus Cloud than Pika Mario. So I stay Samus, he stays Cloud, and I end up winning again. So that was a 2-0 in my favor. He's a very talented player though. I don't think he knew exactly what to do versus Samus, and again, I'm also very different from most Samuses because most Samuses are very passive, very campy, and when matchups that I don't have to do that, I just press buttons in your face and I spam Nair way more than other Samuses, so he wasn't really able to handle how I was able to push him off stage like most other, well, like I do with Pikachu, but most other Samuses I feel like wouldn't do that because they go for more so the vertical combos for damage, but I'm like, nah, I get Cloud off stage, I can kill him. So I did that, end up winning 2-0. Next I had to play Dyer, my Florida brethren, his Diddy Kong, you know, and I ended up beating him. I don't think I've ever dropped a game to him, but it was really unfortunate because one of the games was really close and I kind of ended up bringing it back. And we had played the week before that at TGL Divided, where again, it was a 3-0. One of the games was really close. I had a huge comeback that game. So after he loses, he's really upset. He's like, I can't get, you know, farther than 65th at this tournament. Like, what am I doing? And I'm like, well, you lost to Renai, who's a really good player, and then me, who's one of the best people versus Diddy Kong in the world. Like, don't take it so harshly. You know, it's really frustrating, obviously, because I understand the feeling, because then immediately afterwards, I lost to Exis again, 2-0, this time going Mewtwo, but I was really nervous because I had practiced the matchup with Static Manny for about 30-40 minutes before I had to play Exis. I'm like, I'm gonna go Mewtwo, I'm gonna do all these things, and then pretty much everything that I learned playing against Manny just kind of out of my head. And so the things that I learned when I was playing against Manny was, you know, make sure to play passive because I control the tempo because I have a charge move, so, you know, Shadow Ball, and eventually, you know, I might get a poke, so he has to be more aggressive. When I'm in disadvantage, make sure to just fall backwards and Nair, because it's really, really hard for Sonic to punish drift back Nair as Mewtwo, just because it's that. Just in general, that move is really hard to punish for most characters. So I was, you know, I'm doing that, and I'm playing more passive, and I'm making sure just to not really get super greedy in certain situations. And at the beginning of game 1, I was actually doing that. You know, I got him to 80 or 90% first stock, and then I get hit once, and then I'm just like, Nair into his face, and then I got hit for it, and I'm like, ESAM, stop, just, you know, play your game, you know what to do. And then I was still in a bit disadvantage, and I'm like, okay, so a good idea right here is Nair into his face. And so I kept getting spin dashed over and over again, and then he got me off stage, and it's some really impressive edge guarding that I've never seen before against Mewtwo, so that was really good by him. But it was just, I kept choosing aggressive options to get back to the ground, as opposed to trying to reset to neutral, because then I can control the tempo again, and he was able to utilize that pretty much the whole set. You know, and both games were very, very close, but I did end up losing 2-0 to him, so he advanced into top 48, and I got double limited by a Sonic, and Sonic has been one of my problem matchups recently, because I did lose to Exis at EVO, I lost to Manny twice at TGL, I lost to Wrath at CEO, and it's actually, Sonic players are the only players that are ranked below me that I have lost to this season, because my other losses are like Mr. R, DeBuzz, because I lost him once at Smash Adelphia, I lost to Larry Lur, and I think that's it, actually. So then I lost Manny twice, Exis twice, and so I really need to like kind of brush up on the Sonic matchup. I'm actually going to invite a Static Manny down to my, just down to Miami, down to my house, so we can play for a few days so I can really learn the matchup better, because I've never had that much high-level Sonic experience, because the best Sonic around here is True Blue, and I've never really had that much of a problem with him. So it's kind of like I need like a better Sonic, and Manny, in my opinion, again, the second best or third best Sonic main at worst. So he's obviously a very talented player, so I want to get more practice with him, so I will be doing that. And don't forget, I probably will be streaming that on Twitch, so don't forget, if you guys are watching, please hit the Twitch. It's on the social media, Panda Partner stuff down below that I always talk about, so please go follow the Twitch so you can get some notifications when I go live, so you can watch me there too, because I'm more than just a YouTube personality, obviously. And I mean, yeah, EVO overall was just an amazing event, because obviously I got knocked out. I saw MVD beat Ally, which was really hype. I was obviously there Sunday in the Mandalay Bay Arena, which was really hype. You know, at first I thought it was pretty empty, and then I just realized, oh man, EVO's like 40 or 60% of the sizes was last year, so it's really hard to fill this up. Even Street Fighter still had a bunch of empty seats, and that's obviously like the crowning achievement of, you know, EVO this is a really big Street Fighter tournament. So I was able to see that it wasn't just, it wasn't like Smash 4's stadium thing was weaker than Melee's, it was just, oh, EVO as a whole was weaker. And the fact that we got on Disney was really cool, and just watching Punk at 7 and EVO was heartbreaking, but also impressive because he went through the entire bracket really easily, except for Tokido in Grand Finals. And just overall, I was able to see all my Panda buddies, I was able to see a bunch of different friends that I hadn't seen in a while, because I haven't been to SoCal since Civil War, so I got to see most of the SoCal people that aren't, you know, the ones that are traveling all the time, and I was able to see a bunch of different people, and it was a really pleasant experience. I also, you know, engaged in some actual Vegas activity, so I drank a little bit more and I actually gambled. I lost like $400, but it was still really fun just to like do that, because I mean, in my opinion, like you know, I didn't have to pay for the flight or the hotel because Panda got that for me, right? So I'm thinking, okay, well, that's about how much my trip would have cost or more, so I'm fine with losing that kind of money. So yeah, that is going to be about it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Sorry that it was so late, but you know, things kind of happened. I've been busy and I'm still working on that Pikachu guide, so don't worry, although I will be releasing 2 videos of slightly shorter, like just optimal combos in certain scenarios for Samus and Pikachu, so I will show you guys that. And yeah, I mean, social media, Panda, and partner stuff is down below, and I will see you all next time. Oh, bye-bye.